friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Sam Biology Class. Today we will discuss about cell surface receptors. But before that, please consider subscribing my YouTube channel. Your subscription and viewership are often a lot to me. Cell surface receptors are proteins that remain embedded in the plasma membrane of the cells. They are of several kinds, including glycoproteins and lipoproteins. These receptors are also known as membrane receptors or transmembrane receptors. Membrane receptors are specialized transmembrane proteins that allow communication between the extracellular space and the cell. These proteins respond to both physical and chemical stimuli. Physical stimuli are light, smell, and taste. Chemical stimuli includes different types of chemical substances. So cell surface receptors recognize and bind with specific extracellular molecules known as ligands, such as hormones, neurotransmitters, cytokines, growth factors, cell adhesion molecules, and nutrients. This binding of receptor with specific ligand trigger a chain of molecular events in the cell that result in a specific response, such as growth, division, or metabolism. This biological process is known as signal transduction. Cell surface receptors are generally classified based on their tertiary structure. But if their three-dimensional structure is not known, then they are divided into two groups. First one is simplest receptor and second one is multi-pass receptors. Simplest receptors are integral membrane proteins that pass through the cell membrane only once. Number 2, multi-pass receptors. Transmembrane proteins which cross the cell membrane several times are known as multi-pass receptors. For example, G protein coupled receptor which passes through the cell membrane 7 times, forming 3 extracellular loops, 3 intracellular loops, 7 hydrophobic segments, an extracellular amino terminus and an intracellular carboxyl terminus. These are the transmembrane segments which are alpha helices. Adjacent helices are interconnected by loops. The GPCR remain associated with G protein, which consists of 3 different subunits. There are different types of G proteins which are activated by G protein coupled receptor. This is the heterotrimeric G protein consisting of 3 different subunits such as alpha, beta, and gamma. Cell surface receptors are composed of 3 different parts or domains. Number 1, extracellular domain that includes the extracellular loops and the amino terminus region. Number 2, transmembrane domain which remain buried in the lipid bilayer of the plasma membrane. Number 3, intracellular domain which is the part of the receptor that remains in the cytoplasm. It is composed of intracellular loops and the carboxyl terminus. A plasma membrane can have different types of surface receptors whose distribution varies depending on the locations of the cell membrane. These receptors often form clusters at specific locations of the membrane. Based on the structure and function, cell surface receptors are divided into three groups. Number one, ion channel linked receptors which form channels, form cations or anions. These receptors constitute a large family of multi-pass transmembrane proteins. These receptors participate in rapidly signaling events, which is usually found in electrically active cells such as neurons. These receptors are also known as ligand-gated ion channels. Number 2. Enzyme-linked receptors, which are typically single-pass transmembrane proteins. These receptors are either enzymes themselves or are associated with an enzyme. These receptors often activate protein kinases. Number 3. G-protein coupled receptor or GPCR. GPCR passes through the cell membrane 7 times. Hence, it is also known as 7-pass transmembrane receptors. GPCRs are associated with G proteins. After binding with a specific type of ligand, this receptor activates the associated G protein, which then participate in the intracellular signaling pathway influencing growth, development and metabolism. So friends, this is all about different types of cell surface receptors. For more updates, subscribe my YouTube channel, and if watching, don't hesitate to share your comments. Like and share this video with your friends. Goodbye and good night.